Hello and welcome to our presentation of a program evaluation plan. The program we evaluated is Gleaners to Go. Our names are Angelique Falcon, Mausi Fanyon, Sarah Hoover Disteldorf, and Heidi Villeta Hersberger. Gleaners to Go is part of the Gleaners Food Bank. Gleaners is a hunger relief organization serving 21 counties, providing relief to the food insecure population in the state of Indiana, which has 13.2% of its population living with food insecurity. Hunger relief efforts are provided through different mediums, and Gleaners to Go is one of the programs the organization uses. The program serves 4 counties in the state: Marion, Hamilton, Hendricks, and Ripley, providing a fast, free, and confidential way to place orders through an online platform at convenient times and locations through partner agencies. In this way, allowing food insecure families an easier access to food. Gleaners to Go has the goal of allowing food insecure families an easier access to food and a choice when selecting charitable food. This evaluation can be of instrumental use to Gleaners to Go managers and the Gleaners Food Bank organization, as it can be used to change some aspects of the program to increase and improve its performance. We created 3 evaluation questions. The first question is related to food as part of the inputs of this program. How well do the food groups created by the nutritionist correspond to the special nutritional needs of the participants? The design of a one-group post-test will be used through surveys or focus groups. The second question is directed towards the number of orders placed by neighbors to understand how effective the ordering process for neighbors is. The design selected to evaluate this is a one-group post-test also, through focus groups or surveys with open-ended and scale questions. The third question will have a one-group pre-test, post-test as a design, and it is based on the reallocation of food budget to other household necessities, to understand how has the utilization of the Gleaners to Go program aided neighbors in reallocating the food budget they save. The method to collect information will be surveys or questionnaires. The creation of the logic model focuses on increasing food choices and accessibility for neighbors to alleviate food insecurity. The food group selection built by the nutritionist will be evaluated by special dietary needs for those neighbors who are lactose intolerant, those who need gluten-free options, kosher or no pork products. This will aid in expanding the 30-item weekly menu choices and provide comprehensive food selections. The number of orders placed by neighbors varies with unfilled order slots at partner site locations. Causes may be language barriers or ordering time constraints that are rooted in technology issues. To increase access and provide more ordering time options, the team needs to address expanding the technology component of the program. The reallocation of the family's food budget is an intermediate outcome that will measure if neighbors are able to save money on their food budgets and if allocation of food dollars results in better food choices.
We will focus the evaluation to strengthen the mission and vision of the G2G program. The first question is, how well do the food groups created by the nutritionist correspond to the special nutritional needs of the participants? The plan is to conduct small, intimate focus groups 4 times a year with vetted questions that will reveal the neighbor's dietary needs. Those neighbors who complete the requirements of the focus group will be incentivized with either a $50 Kroger gift card and 2 bus vouchers or a $20 gas card. The second question is, how effective is the ordering process for the neighbors? We will again utilize focus groups to gather information on assessing the ordering process. The questions will be geared toward reasons or lack of participation, available time frames, and number of insecure days. To remain conscious of the neighbor's time, the focus group questionnaires from questions 1 and 2 will be combined and conducted in the same time frame 4 times per year, along with the same incentivizing program. The third evaluation question to address is, how has utilizing the G2G program aided neighbors in reallocating food budgets? Continuing with our mixed method approach, we will use direct, in-depth interviews 4 times a year to track food-related behaviors such as allocation of food dollars, food-related behaviors, and changes in food choice if extra money is received. This will allow the team to measure if food behaviors and food choices change over time with the G2G participation.
The purpose of this evaluation is to ensure that the Gleaners to Go program is efficiently and effectively providing food assistance to the residents of Indiana who are facing food insecurity. The evaluation has 3 goals, which are to determine if the quality of the food distributed to the participants, also known as neighbors, meets their special nutritional needs, to assess the number of orders placed by the participants and the obstacles present in doing so, and to assess how the program has affected the participants' ability to reallocate funds for other household necessities. The stakeholders include the neighbors, the evaluation team and specialists, the Gleaners to Go team, the partner sites, and granting partners such as Costco, the Clayton Township trustees, the Lumina Foundation for Education, and the Joy in Childhood Foundation, just to name a few. Quantitative evaluation tools such as the Household Income Expenditure Survey and qualitative tools such as focus groups and individual interviews will be used. To keep the neighbors engaged as stakeholders, incentives such as gas gift cards and grocery gift cards and bus vouchers will also be used. For the timeline of the evaluation, recruitment will take place during the months of May and June of 2024, and during the first week of July, electronic surveys will be sent to the recruited neighbors, and their responses will be collected during the last week of July. Focus groups will take place from August to September 2024, and the results of those surveys and focus groups will be analyzed in October 2024. Finally, the findings will be presented to the stakeholders in November 2024.
Presentation of findings. Our presentation of findings will be in 2 different formats mainly. One being in a findings meeting, also known as an oral presentation, and also then a written report. Both of these will be given or presented to the stakeholders of the Gleaners to Go program. This will primarily be the Gleaners to Go staff, potentially the CEO or other staff members, and if the Gleaners to Go staff are okay with this, we'll also include any partner sites or board members of the Gleaners Food Bank of Indiana. Within both of these formats, we will be giving background and on our methods and our findings. Our findings will be presented in written format as well as tables and figures, and then it'll follow a discussion section that will present our recommendations for how to interpret these findings and what they mean for the program. What's also going to be important is sharing the raw data. This will be for transparency to assess the value of our work as well as the correctness of our findings. And also important to note will be for ethical practices, we will be excluding all identifiable features of the data, either by removing or altering in some way to protect the individuals. And with our tables and figures, we will be presenting this data in a few different formats, some of them being tables, which will include our participant characteristics or household characteristics, also the HIE characteristics HIE results of the survey. And then another unique way of presenting our findings from the focus group will be, as you can see in this bottom corner, the colorful figure, which is a thematic analysis map tool, which identifies the themes, sub-themes, and how they all link together, along with the relationships between them, as notified or as indicated through the straight lines and dotted lines, and different coloring and shapes of the icons.
These are our references. Thank you for watching our presentation. We look forward to your comments and to your questions.